Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. I'm your host, T, joined with my co-host, P.
I hate everything about you right now. What was that? What was that intro?
I don't know. I'm holding my mic, so I'm changing it up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would make us like every other podcaster.
Pretty much so. But yeah, we're here to review 1980-something's, I was about to say Teen Wolf, Fright
85.
Night. 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the synopsis is, a teen believes his neighbor is a vampire and seeks help from a TV horror host who is skeptical to deal with the undead.
Pretty spot on. Pretty spot on.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
So, I hate Tiffany. I hate these movies. We start this movie off fucking nice solid R rating on our way to an NC-17. Like, I don't even remember the guy's name. What's his name? Brandon? Jones? Kyle?
Charlie?
Charlie. So, oh. Oh, God.
How could we forget Charlie?
I could have made
Bit my finger.
Okay, so we start off with Charlie and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making out.
On the floor. Why are they not in the bed is right. The bed is
the bed's creaky
centimeters
in his
them.
Mom's home, and they don't want her to
His
hear.
mama don't give a damn. She hot in the pants too. This part angered me because he's like pushing onto her really tough. And she's like, no, Charlie, not right now. And he's like, he finally stops after she gets him off. And then she changes her mind. She's like, all right, let's do it. But he becomes intrigued with what the new neighbor pulling up outside with their moving truck and shit. And then she gets mad at him. They do this too often. They get angry and upset at each other and then want to apologize the next day and then don't want to apologize. Then, oh, you said you're ignoring me again? Here's a chili sandwich in your face. What the fuck is a chili sandwich? I don't know, but Charlie had one in his face a little later in the movie. It's
some rapey shit, man.
It was a lot. It was very strong-handed, but yes. And then they go downstairs. They decide to call it a night. They go downstairs and the mom tells Charlie, oh, Mr. So-and-so sold his house finally. With my luck, he'll be gay. That's why I said she's hot in the pants too. She looking for her a hot man.
That was such a random line.
It really was. It really was. Everybody's hot. Everybody's hot.
Were they not?
Yeah, but he's ignoring Amy, and Amy's like, all right, well, I guess I'll go. He said, all right, bye.
Amy, I'm sorry, but the whole time I was watching this movie, I got Amy and his mom mixed up. They have the same haircut. She looks like she's his mom's age.
Marcy Darcy looks very old in this movie. Like, her haircut makes her look old. Yeah, and then she looks even older at the end of the movie when she gets new hair. I was like, she's 45. She looks very, very old in this movie.
Like the lady from the Leprechaun 3.
Oh, Loretta, I want you to make me look beautiful. Make me look gorgeous. Give me the boobs of a stacked 20-year-old. But I'm not going to change your face.
I feel like this movie starts very like it just dives head into the plot because
it was a very long movie.
Yes. I want to say we go to school first though.
No, they go to school the next day and Charlie is still enthralled and just trying to figure out everything. His friend's name is Ed.
Yeah, and Ed's a weirdo. They call him Evil Ed or something like. I don't even see he's a weirdo. I just think maybe he's just like he's like basically Randy but more annoying.
And I don't even think they're friends. Like, they never say anything friendly to each other. They all three of them seem to hate each other. He don't have friends
or companions in this movie. See,
so I'm saying, I almost got mad. Just his mama who's too hot in the pants to know what's going on.
Yeah. But Charlie and Amy break up. Why? Because they're Sydney and Billy. Like, this whole movie, I was like, this is Scream. This is Scream. Like,
no, she should have been broke up with Billy because he was like, it's been a year.
That's
what do you mean it's been a year? I don't care if it's been 20 years. That's my mother. That's my mother.
Wait.
So Billy could go to hell.
Okay, listen to me for one hot minute.
But then, go ahead.
All right. So Billy is now horny because he's girlfriendless. So he decides to take out a pair of binoculars because that's what teenage boys do. I've never done this before in my life. I don't know what this is. And he just starts peeking over at the neighbor's house. And he sees the neighbor over there getting hot and heavy, NC-17. And he's all caressing on this woman. He's touching on her. He's feeling on her. He's putting fingers in places that don't belong. Girl got her fingers where her fingers don't need to be unless you wash it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was about to say, oh, here it goes. So, yeah, and he's over there about to put it in his pants, and then he realizes, wait a minute, this dude's teeth are canine length. And he ends up killing the woman. Well, I mean, killing. He bites her, and she, screams. And so Charlie is radicalized from this point on throughout the movie. He's set in stone. This guy is a vampire, and he sets into action. He tells everybody. He tells the police, which I think was the smartest. Would you say the smartest thing to do? Like, he told the police, and
yes.
Okay, so.
He told his mother too, and she was like, I don't know.
Yeah, because he's handsome and she wants to bone.
But he tells his mother, he tells Amy, he tells
Ed.
He tells everybody, but they're like, yeah, okay, we don't really believe you. But the next day, when Charlie comes home from school, he sees this taxi cab pull up right in front of Dandridge's house. Skirt! And it comes out this, I can't even call her, this woman, looking like a lady of the night. And she's like, hey, is this 99 Elm Street? He's like, no, that's right next door. I'm at 101 Elm Street. And she's like, okay, see you later. And she scoots over to the house. Skirt was so short, I thought we were going to see ass crack. And then, like, we skip to the next day, and they're over at the Peach Pit, or wherever the place they used to hang out on fucking Saved by the Bell. What was that called?
I thought that was the cafeteria. I don't know.
No, the place they used to go to at the end of the school.
I didn't watch that.
The Max. Anyway, they go over there and they're playing news at a high school. I mean, well, they're playing the news and they're saying this is the second killing we've seen, and they show a picture of the woman that Charlie sees. He does not say, hey guys, this is the woman that I saw yesterday at the house. He just staring at the TV, talking to Ed while Amy's trying to make up with him. And Amy's like, oh, well, you're going to ignore me here. I'm going to take this guy's chili sandwich from him and splat it on your face. I would have been like, bitch, you better order me another fucking chili sandwich. I know that much. Like, what are we doing? How dare you? How dare, I would have mushed that hoe. How dare you? That's my food. And he talking about some, hey, no, I would have tripped you and you would have fell on the chili sandwich. Don't play with my food. Look, that's one thing you can't do with me. Don't play with my food. But and then he's back at home. We do a lot of bouncing back to school. Yes, right. My special move, back of the knee. Wow, back of the knee. You know the one. So he's back at home and he's watching TV and he sees a special about, what's the guy's name? Peter.
Yeah.
Peter
All
Vincent.
These basic ass names. That's why I don't remember. Peter, Jerry. But yeah.
Amy, Ed. Mom.
Yeah, Peter's the host of like Fright Night, and he's like basically like a vampire hunter. So he gets this clever idea that he's gonna ask the vampire hunter for help. Like, sir, mind you, he roll up there. Like, how would you like? Well, maybe because it's a small. I don't even think it's a small town, but it's just like maybe it's because the '80s is just so easy to access celebrities. I'm like, what? How you just roll up to somebody who on a TV show?
His roll up to the set. What city does he live in? Did we ever get? I'll just say L.A. Let's go with it.
You always say Washington or Maine.
Well, I was trying to think of where TV shows are filmed, so we're just gonna go with LA.
Oh, okay. Then that makes
Santa Clarita. Santa Clarita Diet. Why did they cancel that show? I love that fucking show.
Okay.
I love that show. I love that. Back to Scream, where Timothy Olyphant was in that show, looking amazing. Okay. That's a delicious man. Okay. But yes, then another later that night, but you mentioned the cop. So the cop comes over. It's the cop that is always a cop in every movie. He's been typecast forever. I think he was like everybody's supervisor. He's always the chief of police in every movie that he's in. We'll put a little clip of him in here. Once you see him, you're like, oh yeah, he sure is. Don't know his name, but he's a great actor. He plays all of his roles very well. And they're informed by, oh God, what's the guy's name? Billy, who lives with Jerry, that he is away on a business trip. So we can't find anything about it. And Detective Lennox is like, how dare you bring me on this wild goose chase? And he leaves. He's always angry, too. He always plays angry in every movie. He's never happy. I don't think I've ever seen this man smile. But yes, and now we're back to later that night. Charlie comes. Was he looking out the window again and he saw Dandridge or he saw Jerry? What? Try to remember before he sneaks into his room.
Yes.
So he was spying on him again.
Yeah, and that's why he pops on over, which, because mind you, well, no, this we won't find out in a minute, but yeah, he comes over and he basically he's talking very weird, like, sir, you're a grown ass man. And I think
let's backtrack one more time. Okay. We skipped one more little part. He was invited into the house by the mother.
Yeah,
so that's how we did skip that. So that's how he got in the house. If you're into the vampire lore or whatever, they do stick to those rules. But okay, go ahead.
But and he, I don't know. He talks very seductive. I think we forget during this movie that this is a grown ass man. Like I've seen this man, like, and he's one of those actors where like with the baby boomers and all that generation, like they always looked old. So now that he's older, he looks the same to me because like
he looks better older.
Yeah, but he looked. I mean, he was young then. But he was a grown-ass man. We need to...
Right.
Like,
but everybody in the 80s looked old no matter what it was. Just look over at Amy. We just talked about this a second ago.
He come over and he make a bunch of threats. And he just reveals himself to be the vampire. Like, I feel like this... I wanted to compare it to the Lost Boys, where he kind of tried to deny it at first. But, again, we are like 10 minutes in this movie and he already confirming, no, I'm a vampire, bitch. And you're playing with me and I'm going to kill your mama. I'm going to kill Amy. Like, I know everything about you, sir. You've been spying on me. I've been spying on you because I want to see that.
Mm-hmm. But, Charlie's like, I ain't no punk. Here go my crucifix.
Yeah. And then, like, these vampires are so ugly. His nails grow and everything. And he just starts choking Charlie out. Charlie
should have been dead. Charlie should have been dead.
He was choking him for a good 20 minutes of the film.
Not 20
and I'm just
minutes.
like, and he's hanging him off the balcony, like, now you die. Like, and he's just like, he got time to fiddle around in his pencil jar and stab him in the hand with a pencil. And it hurt Jerry very badly. Jerry was like, raw! Because it's wooden? Like, I was like, what is going on? Like,
I don't know. But he leaves. Well, I guess the mom is woken up at this time, finally.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. The mom
And why was he scared of the mom? Like, he still could have killed Charlie.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
He goes and he leaves out, like, he jumps out the window, I guess. And the mom is like,
Geronimo!
Yeah, she's like, Charlie, are you having a nightmare? Well, I'm going to work nights now, and that'll explain where I am for the rest of this movie, because you're never going to see me again.
Come on, plot armor.
She got to get up at 3 a.m., baby. She going to bed. Mind you, it's already 10. You don't got that long, baby.
And then Jerry destroys Charlie's car and calls him.
For no reason. That was petty.
He said, bitch. I'm going to do you like I did that car. You think Ryu and Zangief and Ken gonna have all the fun fucking up cars? No. Jerry's on the prowl too. Hit it. Puh.
Wait.
So then he goes over to see he goes over to see Peter, and Peter's like, oh, you're just a crazy fan. Get up out of here. I am a fraud. Like, I am the Wizard of Oz, bitch. Don't come over here. I got no powers. I get paid up for TV. You saw me on TV. Late night TV. None of this shit said based on a true story. What the fuck is wrong with you, dummy? And he's like, you're a crazy fan.
The terrible friends that they are. Mm-hmm. Amy and Eddie. Well, Eddie convinces Amy, like, hey, he's acting weird because he's really like into the, like, he's like, he's a vampire. He didn't try to kill him now, so he has even more. He's just amped up. And their idea is to go and pay Peter to come over and go to Jerry's house. And they, like, call him up and, like, hey, can we bring a cross? Can we bring holy water just to test it out? And he like, no, that's sacrilege. No, I don't want to do that. So they, like, it's the most backstabbing shit I've ever seen in my life. Everybody deserved to die. I was done.
Big old scheme. Big old scheme. It was a scheme set up by Todd.
For him to come to you with the booze. And I'm just like, so they rolled on over, and poor Charlie think this is legit. He ain't changed his clothes in 3 days. And they roll over to Jerry's house. where him and Billy are in their homosexual relationship. And you know, they open the door and they immediately go into okay, look, the cross ain't hurting you, and the water, he drinks the water. Oh my God, everything is fine. Let's go have dinner. And Charlie's being real rude. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's being rude. He's just being real. Like, bitch, you a vampire. Why? No, explain. And they just like, Charlie, calm down. Amy is completely enthralled by Jerry. She's just like, Jerry, now I'm ready for sex.
Jerry.
Ed thinks he's so cool.
Are you a man or a woman?
I'm not a woman. I'm actually a horse.
I'm not a horse. I'm a broom.
Like, fuck you. Fuck you, Seth MacFarlane. Like what? Oh,
I'm crying.
Honestly, I'm surprised. Like, what how dare you?
Oh, shit.
So, dinner goes great, but Charlie's still not buying it. I want to call him our boy Charlie, but he pissed me off in the beginning of the movie, so he's just never going to be our boy. But he was consistent in his I'm not believing shit. So they're saying goodbye to Billy and everything, and you know, Jerry's speaking to them, and all of a sudden, Peter is looking at his little mirror thing, and he sees everybody has a reflection but Jerry. He drops his mirror. He's like, oh my God, oh shit. Jerry, like, what's wrong? Oh, no. I'm just clumsy. Like,
I gotta poop. I'm clenching. Get me out of here.
So everybody leaves. And they split up for some reason. Because I forget how Eddie even...
No. So Eddie's like, I'm about to go home. And Charlie's like, no, we're both going to walk Amy home first. So that was probably the nicest thing he did, even though Amy should have been to the left. They start to walk Amy home, and then they split up. So I guess they get closer to where Ed's house is, and Ed just ventures off. Why was Ed attacked? I don't know, because Ed did not believe anything.
Maybe just because he needed, like...
he needed another lackey?
Yeah, just to take him out. If he... I don't know. Like, I thought that was maybe even... Does he even...
Well, I guess I don't know. They didn't really go over the lore that much, but it seems like the regular lore, but they hunt down Ed, and that part was really, like, he seemed like he was really, really scared.
Yeah,
and they get Ed.
He seduced him, though. Like, you know, you're a nerd, people pick on you, they'll never pick on you again. Like,
it's like the same powers from Demon Knight. Like, I can give you everything that you need. Yes, Billy Zane, seduce me,
it made sense considering he's a teenager. He's a nerd at school. They pick on him. I
easily
get
susceptible.
Why he was like, bite on me.
Mm-hmm. And then hi-ya, he bites him.
Hi-ya.
No, I mean hi-ya. My bad. Yeah. You know what I was trying to say. I couldn't get to it. I got it now. But then Ed goes over to Peter and is like, hey, now I'm about to kill you. He had a hyena laugh like the whole time.
He was pissing me off. And Peter manages to stick him in the head with a crucifix, and it burns him, and then he jumps out. These are the most clumsy vampires I've ever seen.
Was his window fixed?
Like, he just busts out the damn window. Like, God, like.
How many windows do they have in his house? Well, I'm looking at the picture down at the bottom. I guess they got enough. And somehow Jerry, I guess it was like take my lightweight, but then Charlie leaves again. Wait, okay. How does he catch back up with Amy at this nightclub? Please explain.
How does he catch back up? I mean,
how did they end up at the nightclub if he was at home with Pete?
Well, I know she was there. He called Peter. Peter called him. They were on the phone.
Okay. It was like Amy's at the club, so come back. Okay.
And so he went to go get her.
How'd she get in with no ID?
Because Jerry is there. Because Jerry is there, and we need to find Claire.
We almost forgot to say that while they were over there snooping through Jerry's house with Peter and everything, they saw some photographs of a woman depicted. Oh, she looks just like you, except, you know, her hair's not stringy, and, you know, she doesn't have acne.
Sometimes just a little squint thing with your eyes, kind of like you got Down syndrome or something.
And the picture looked just like Amy. So it's like he's found his reincarnated Anaxunamun, if you will.
We've done this before. We've done this in Blackula. We've done this in multiple movies.
It's always a woman.
Wait. And
yeah, because Rachel Weisz was not Egyptian in The Mummy Returns. Don't do me. Don't do me. Don't.
So they're at the nightclub, and he run and try to, he's seducing Amy, but then Charlie run in and he's like, Amy, come with me. I do appreciate the fact that she wasn't too enthralled, where she's like not going with him, but baby, and this part threw me because Jerry just decides that, okay, well, I'm done playing games. He tries to go after them, and the security jumps in front of him, and he's like,
why? Please, I know we're gonna say the same thing. Why was every security officer black?
And he kills both security officers.
And they are big Broncos, like refrigerators.
He slashes his throat. The other guy, he just grabs by his neck, pushes him with his claws, so he's all dead. Everybody's running. It's like, where are the police? No cop sirens at all.
It's too loud in that club, baby. It's too loud. They only got one phone in the club. Ain't no cell phones. It's 1985.
Hell, we could all mob to the police station, or maybe we could all jump him. So
right, because if we all jump, we can get him. Somebody, where your heel at, girl? Get your stiletto. Pumps in the club. I know they in there. Stab her right in the heart with that stiletto. Come on, single white female.
I will not survive this. I will not survive this review. Okay, so all right, so they escape, but then they don't escape. Well,
correct.
Because Amy
end up at the house with Peter. Let's just go. I mean, not Peter. I'm sorry, with Jerry. Let's just skip it. She end up because he gets her.
He take off that robe. He get off. It's like I couldn't. It seemed very sexual because.
So let's put it this way.
She was moaning.
Did they ever mention that they were seniors? So Amy is 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm. And he out there finaling her.
This is Twilight all over again, because wasn't Edward like 2,000 years old?
He was like 200 years old.
Okay, okay. Guess what that is? 174 years older than her. I can't do math. Maybe 184. Okay, 184.
And Twilight was written by a Mormon woman, so that's normal there. Anyway, so yes, he's older, but whatever. They're having sex and he bites her, and she gets moaning. I was like, this sexual ass moaning. Tubi, give me a commercial. Because it's like
you were feeling uncomfortable, huh?
Yeah, it's just like very loud. It's very loud and just very like
yeah, like if somebody just came by, you would have thought that you were watching a porno, like my mom calls them. They're not pornos, they're pranos.
Or like TikTok says corn. They can't say words. But yeah, and so Charlie goes over and him and Peter eventually link up, and they're like, okay, Peter's still kind of scared, but he's kind of like, I mean, I'm gonna do it if I have to. It's kind of weird, like
they got Amy, we gotta go save Amy. That's pretty much why he
joins in for that, but I still feel like he's a pussy. So they roll over to Jerry's crib and they bust up in the door and they're like, hey,
LAPD,
the devil is not welcome here. And they okay, and Billy and Jerry are in there unpacking boxes and shit, gay shit, because they gotta unpack their knickknacks.
Their Barbra Streisand posters.
Don't speak about Barbra Streisand, please. And they go into battle, and they go in and attack Jerry first. I don't know what the hell Billy is doing, and he's like, "Hey, that cross isn't gonna work, Peter, because you don't believe," which. It's like you have to have faith for it to work. So Charlie step in and say, all right, well, I got one. And he go running.
And he moonwalks to the back. Like, it was so dramatic. Like, boy, run. Like, it wasn't it was like some fucking Bela Lugosi Dracula.
We'll get into some mellow dussy. So here comes.
Not mellow dussy.
A wolf.
Rawr!
And it's Edmund.
Those are some really good special effects. That was actually that's what I was about to get really,
into.
really
That's
cool.
what I was about to get into. Mm-hmm. So Ed turns into a wolf, chases Peter. He go over to there. He's at, he go over to Charlie's house because he got to tell his mama, like, wake up. And she ain't there. She had to work. Ed was in the bed with a wig on. Whatever, Ed. Like, why was he had a red wig on? She didn't have red hair.
Hello. I'm trying to think of the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. No, I'm thinking about Little Red. You remember when the big bad wolf was in Grandma's bed?
Shut up. What? That should not be funny. There's nothing funny about that.
Everything I say is funny.
And so he got on this yarny dread bomba clot, and he turns into a wolf. He chases Charlie, and in the midst of jumping after him, he knocks Charlie against like the banister, and of course it's made of wood. This is the 80s when the houses were actually made of something durable, and the banister gets caught in his heart and he falls off. The special effects in this, hold on, Tiffany. The special effects in this were better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Prove me wrong.
I think they had a contract.
From a wolf to a human wolf to a werewolf. Like, it was just like everything.
It looked really cool.
It looked wet. It looked juicy. It didn't look dry like plastic. It was just... I will say this, it took him.
But they were competing for the best wolf because you had American Werewolf in London, you had Thriller, and then you had this, and then you had Silver Bullet. They were fighting to see who could be the best werewolf out there, cuh.
Now, I will say this movie and the death scenes, it took him 30 minutes to die. I was over it.
It did. He was
forever. And all these close-ups on
this is where you
Peter,
fall down.
Yeah, Peter sitting up there crying, all these close-up on his face. I was like, are you trying to get an Oscar, sir? Like, what is happening?
Well, he was changing back to Ed, because obviously he didn't know who he was. He was just like, you're trying to kill me. But he's dead now, and...
only ass we see in the movie is Ed's.
He takes the stake from Ed's body, and he tries to go rescue Charlie, because Peter has him now. Well, Charlie ran up to go get Amy. And he saw that Amy's been bitten, so he shrieks. And then...
They lock up. Jerry locks him in there because he's she's gonna feed on you. Now, and Peter hears it. I don't know how Peter gets past Billy and Jerry at this point. I mean, he just walks.
Oh, because we find out that Billy is undead because he shoots Billy in the head and Billy comes back. And a little Scooby-Doo gag we had going on.
But he goes into the door, he goes up to the door and he's like, hey, is she gonna stay a vampire forever? And Peter's like, only if we don't kill Jerry before dawn. Baby, she come out like hair all wet and soggy.
She got some inches. So is that all it's gonna take for my hair to grow? Look, cause I just need to get bit by a vampire, and I have a middle part bust down.
Enter Claudia's transformation and interview with the vampire. Yes, you'll have some curls. You won't be able to cut them, but you will get your bust down middle part. So, she attacks him, but then, again, I don't know why she doesn't leave the room, though. He does point the cross at her. Whatever. So, they get out the room, and she just stays in the room. And now it's time for Jerry to bust through the window, because he was outside. He busts in the window, and that's when Peter regains his faith in himself, and he puts up the cross, and it scares Jerry, and the clocks start going off. He got 20,000 clocks in this house, and they all start...
It's got to remind him to go to bed. Sound like me. That's what my phone do. Tiffany, it's 9 o'clock. Go to bed. It definitely comes on at 9 o'clock.
So, the sun's coming up, and he's like, oh, you're out of time. So, the sun's coming up, and what does he do? He starts getting burned, and then he turns into a bat.
And I don't know. Honestly, if he turned into a bat, he should have flew down and hid somewhere where they couldn't find him.
Well, he went into the basement where his coffin was.
But he wasn't hiding. But I mean, you go into your coffin, they know you're in your coffin. They're just going to open it up and kill you. I meant go hide, in the bike. Go find a bucket back there in the corner and hide in that fucking bucket till nighttime again. Like, what are we doing? But this special effects were kind of garbage, mama. They didn't look too good. The bat special effects didn't look too good. But
they were trying.
He knocks Charlie down, and then he's about to get Peter. Peter puts a stake through his mouth, through the side of his mouth, and he puts that through his mouth, and like he's like still trying to get up. I'm like, Peter. No, I'm sorry. I'm like, Charlie, where did you go, Charlie? Charlie, where are you?
Well, Amy's in there attacking his ass as well because she finally left the room. So, and he trying to keep her safe and not kill her while also trying to help. They're trying to help each other. It's a lot going on in this basement. Mm-hmm. So, but they do find out like, hey, if you knock the wall, the sunlight comes in. So they just start knocking out the wall. They start throwing shit at the wall, and Jerry trying to come after him. Amy trying to come after him.
Talking about the wall.
Oh, hell, they're boarded up
from the window to the wall.
All right, and
so but then he turns back to human.
Yes, he turns back human, and yeah, they knock out all the windows, and Jerry gets pushed back into the wall, and he just burns for 40 minutes and 40 nights. And then Amy, because they shield her from the sun, she reverts back to her human self. Mm-hmm. And
then a few nights later, Peter is back on the Fright Night TV show. I mean, was he fired or did he quit? Because he told us he was fired. And then he says he's not doing vampires anymore. Now it's about alien invaders. And I feel like that's probably what they wanted. They probably want to make a part 2, Fright Night, aliens.
Right. While Charlie is in bed, still trying to get it in with no condom. And then he gets up to look at the TV, and then he sees some glowing eyes next door, and he's like, whoa. He go and look and stare. He don't see nothing else. And then you hear Ed's voice talking. What did he say? Some lame ass shit. What?
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster?
Oh, okay. And
and scene.
Yeah. That's the end of the movie.
That is Fright Night. I'm gonna give Fright Night a 4. I actually like this movie. I like other than Amy, I liked every character in the mom. I liked every character in here. Charlie was like crazy, but not too crazy. Ed, no shit. Let me take that back. I liked Peter and Charlie and Jerry, except for Jerry trying to hook up with a 16-year-old. But I mean, I guess he's like, if I bite you, you're gonna be this age forever. Perfect. But
me and Nicole,
I still enjoyed the movie. The special effects were good. I like that we get right to the point. Boom. Is he or is he not a vampire? He is. We know immediately. We don't have time to try to play those games. I like that. The absent mother, it was explained. Plot armor. I enjoyed it. I laughed a couple of times. It was a little too freaky deaky for me, but it's still, I definitely still give it a 4. I did enjoy Fright Night. What about you?
I'll give it a 3. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of a lot of movies. Like, it reminded me of Scream. It reminded me of The Lost Boys. It reminded me of a bunch of stuff. So it was like, even Demon Knight. It was just very, like, I don't know, just maybe it was just the 80s vibe. But it wasn't a terrible movie, and the effects were good considering it was the 80s. So I would tell people to watch it. I'll recommend it.
Well, it was written and directed by Tom Holland, and I think he is the guy that did the first Chucky movie. So, yeah, very good, very deep into special effects. Yeah. But yeah, that will do it for 1988 or 85 through 88 Fright Night. Be sure to catch up with us next time. We're going to do a little TV show, a little ditty, season 8, episode 7, Family Matters, the Stevel episode. We'll see you then. Bye. Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BOOshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BOOshakalakapodcast.